Here we go. What's going on with this window? All right. The task for the next couple of maybe half an hour, maybe an hour, is to add in some custom scripts so we can have fancy effects on the website. All right. First of all, let me make sure that this is 2026 actually. How do we know? Lumos. We're going to be rebuilding our agency's website using Lumos. And so I want to make sure we're using 2.2.2. I'll clone this. Is this the latest one? Let's put it in SS website. Come on. There we go. Next, just some background noise. Log in here. Got too many screens. Oh God. All right. That's loud. Cool. So we got the fresh Lumos here. Kind of just want to compare. I don't remember when I cloned this one. Maybe I can. Well, clearly I cloned it in 2025, 8 months ago. So this is definitely not even the right one. So let's see. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to start fresh. Just gonna archive this. Some housekeeping stuff here. 2025. These are all empty. Great. Where is our... Oh, it's under resources. Dude, where the hell? Should be in here. There it is. Whoops. Favicon. Web clip. Alright, so this is like a very, very fresh build right here. Let's do publishing. For any fresh build, this is literally like what I have to do to stay sane. Says website 6. I'll just do SAS 26. Let's get to the meat of it. All right, so got all this craziness right here. I can try and talk my way through this. So again, the focus of today is to add custom code, but not just any custom code, my actual workflow for how I work with scripts. So I just gotta grab this gigantic mess here, and there's kind of a reason for this. I'll show you all in a second. Cool. So basically the main goal is to be able to work with code with the power of cursor or any IDE really, and see changes live over here. I've tried a lot of different workflows and ways to do this. I know there's Slater and like all that stuff, but it's not quite the same in my opinion. And so this is kind of just what I've been using, and it's been great. I used it on a client project, like a really big website, and it worked perfect. So we're gonna keep doing that. Okay, so far I've added, I don't have the FinSuite thing. Let me just publish this. Oops. What was it trying to do? There we go. Okay, so here's kind of the cool thing about my script that I like and why I use it. I'm gonna move this over here. And it really comes down to this, this little button right here, Kotlin CDN. So my script has two environments. The first being the code will get served through the CDN. That's the prod or the production. But then also I could flip this into local, and now my script will be listening to whatever I do in this world over here. So that's great. The CDN is all done through JS Deliver. And one thing I do want to add, which I have implemented in another project, my Webflow linter app, is a TUI, a terminal UI, for deploying changes. That's definitely one thing I want to do, but let's just check to see how this all works. I'm going to start off with something sort of simple, like swiper. Create a new one. Just do a sandbox maybe. Okay. Slider test, we'll put it in there. Okay, so basically I just want to make sure that my script is loading fine, swiper's working, all that stuff. Because we are in Lumos, we're going to be building everything with components. For today, I think I'm just going to go ahead and not do that. Because, yeah, I just want to... get this working. Okay, so create swiper, swiper wrapper, and then we got a bunch of swiper slides, which I guess I could do like a maybe, what components does he have in here? See, I don't have reloom anymore, so gotta do things the old way. Media overlay? Maybe I'll just grab one from the sample. Yeah. Well, he does have a slider over here, so maybe I'll just do that. Where's the slider? There it is. I guess I could also just apply it to this, but this is all configured already, so maybe not actually. All right, column one. I'll just grab this. Just get rid of all this other stuff, which I actually don't even need. Oh, wait, can I just put a class on this? Swiper slide. All right, so, oh, this already has the, I don't want that. What's the best way to do this? I'm just gonna grab these. Classes. Swipe slide. This is kind of crazy looking, so we'll just do a section. And then I'll just put it in a section. Okay. Just change these so I know what's going on. This one. How many slides are there? Just 3. Okay. All right. So if I publish this right now, nothing really will happen. I need to actually open up Swiper. Where is it? So with how I've built this, I can either target by class or attributes, a data attribute. For today, I think I'm just gonna stick with classes. Data slider instance. I need this. Just gonna drop this in. All the attributes live inside of the main parent swiper. Just call it test slide. These are all stuff I was working on to hook it into the GSAP interactions. which turned out to be very, very limiting, so not doing that anymore. We got slider instance. I think that's really it. And then some effects here and slides per view. I think I'll want this one to test. It's pretty self-explanatory here. Let's start with just one. We'll do an effect of just default. So all of this maps into Swiper's API or methods, I guess, that's available. To keep it kind of like easy. So great, it doesn't work. Perfect. So we need to see what's going on. I actually don't know where the swiper slide is right there. Swiper slide active. Cool. Okay. So I think the issue is these guys are all just expanding too much. Wrapper. Just reset that for a sec. We gotta remember we're resetting things. We got overflow none. What's happening here? Am I loading from local? This is CDN. Why are you so wide? I think it's this component. Swiper wrapper. I'm just gonna create my own. Swiper slide. Just drop an image in here. Do another one. Trying to move fast. Sort of fast. Okay, we got that, we got that, we got that. Let's see if this works. I'm just using like the worst possible placeholder here. Data slider instance effect. Let's add 2. Preview. Is that the right attribute? Let's see. It's loading in. Oh, wait a minute. Let me make sure that no, all of that is running, so that should be fine. Is this my CSS? That's all correct. You know what I could do is grab maybe just this. Swiper data slider instance. Test slide, that's fine. Space between, center slide, data loop. Swiper slide. What? Where are you? I've got all the right things. Oh, all right. I'm gonna stop using this. What is the? This is getting annoying. Dude, I literally just need a placeholder. Maybe I'll use this one. Yeah, I'll just use that. Hopefully that doesn't screw us up. Take two. All right. I think it's this use section that's messing me up. We'll see. Yeah. Maybe I'll just start from scratch here. Let's just drop it in there. Just for now. Damn. Where is my... slides per view? I'm gonna have to look up my other projects. Oh, that's why. Swiper wrapper. Let's add this puppy. Let me also add. Just keep it that. I feel like it's my logo that broke it. CDN is fine. Bro, what? Oh, I'm an idiot. Wait. Something is forcing it to be. Let me get out. There you go. So it's this page wrap. Oh, because the page wrap has clip. Yeah, for sure. Definitely never touch the default swiper classes. For swiper, well, the way that I use it is I have custom attributes, and that's how I target everything. But my library does cover both, just in case you get lazy. All right, so there's an issue with page wrap. What's page wrap doing to us? Oh, I think I just have to put it in a section, right? Pretty sure. Ignore third party. It's strange that page wrap does it. Yeah, for sure. It's always good to have a boilerplate. Okay, what is... Oh. What does Lumos come with? That's messing me up. They're all just guides. I feel like he has... I'm just gonna reset. It's just text transform. No, it's not the class because... let's just keep wrapping this fucker. Yeah, dude, something in page wrap. It really shouldn't affect it though. Wait, how was I doing this on my other website? I did not run into this issue with... No. Oop. Slider instance, effect, loop false, hero slider next. Okay, that's just the nav. Maybe it's the wrapper has something. I'm trying to figure out what Lumos, because this is a fresh clone. I think Lumos actually comes with Swiper already. So that leads me to think he's got some code in here. I don't want any... styles. I just want completely vanilla. Do I have a reset? I should put that. Data slider instance. Tim, does your Lumos have a... Well, actually... Tim, I've successfully converted all my clients to Lumos. And all Webflow job interviews for contractors for my agency, it just starts with must know Lumos. Where? Okay, wait. What does page wrap do? Oh, I'm an idiot. Always forget. Yep. You're right. It's not use section. I had a straggler use section in there. Okay, now we can actually focus on the task at hand. Oh, did it break again? Okay. That's not accurate. Oh, linter in action. Oops. That should have. Whatever. Okay, let's focus. So we're in local. Got that. So one of the things I'm trying to do, this is a Next.js website, so this might not translate as well, but is having page transitions, which I've used Barba before. This is not using Barba, but for my agency's new website, I want to do what I did here for my personal website. CSS has view transitions, which is I think what I use there. And what I want to do is have my library use that. Right now my features is only carousel. I'm gonna need to do another one. What is this? Well, what is the state of Barba? I haven't used Barba in years. I think they're still going strong. Flint is my little project, and it's like a linter. It's like a spell checker for your website because I keep making mistakes. It's not fully done yet. I like keep having to put it down and pick it back up, but you can kind of see here, like it'll yell at you. This one is ignoring third party here. Let's remove that. So like right now I have in my settings to make sure we adhere to Lumos conventions, basically. So here, suggesting that, which see, there's like a lot of bugs with it still. Let me make this bigger. There you go. So if you're in a real project here, this one's a real project. You can, like, as you're working, basically, check your work, make sure that you didn't mess anything up, that everything is set up correctly, everything has a class, everything has a color variable, all of that. So trying to get really strict, basically, with how you set up your projects so that you don't end up with technical debt, pretty much. I need to spend more time on it. Like this one, it's yelling at me because I have a block in here, or a div, that doesn't have a class. It should have a class. Okay, so I think for page transitions, I'm tempted to use Barba because it's kind of the best. Let's see. From what I recall, Barba had some issues with, or I had some problems with SEO. What is this? Like, how widely supported is view transitions these days? Where's the? I mean, is this acceptable? It seems like view transitions is the best way to go. Latest devices, major browsers. It's not on the marketplace. I'll send it to you. I got a plugin. I think I spun up a form, maybe. Did I? I have this crappy little form. I'll put in the link, or you can email me or go here. And I'll send it over because it's a it's like a zip file that you upload onto your Webflow. Someday I'm gonna release it soon. Something keeps coming up. Okay, so this is working. Everything's working. Now to decide on a page transition solution. Maybe this. This Barba's pretty straightforward. I feel like this would be the easiest way to go about it. Where's my features? What should I call this feature? Page transition. Sure. I'm tempted to just feed this into AI and have it do it for me because I've set this up like kind of perfectly. But before we come, oh god, no. 2 years, the support is bad. Let's not do that. View transition library? I mean, it's CSS, so. Oh, swap. This might be more. 2 weeks ago, we like to see that. And it's been around for 9 years. So that might be the best. This might be the best solution. But why use JavaScript when you can use CSS is the thing. Because it's easy, I guess. Easier. Yeah. It's people are still using this. And it is like pretty fast, it's smooth. I just don't know if it's worth the payload. Let me open up. This is my TUI, which is pretty awesome. Oh, does this not have it? Build. Oh, actually. Let me go into. I'm trying to look. Let's just go to my package. Build prod. Why isn't this working? Build prod. Format. Oh. Whoops. npm build. Then I have my TUI. It's like, what is happening? Production. Makeup prod. Group A. Build it. This is such a lifesaver. All right. This is my zip. I'm gonna send it out. That's Flint. So aside from the page transition, which I think I'm just gonna use view transitions because it's a little silly to load in an entire library. Yeah. Have you used view transitions on a client site or like a public site? I used it on this crazy website I made. But again, this isn't Webflow, so I didn't have much control over it. Or I had a lot of control. But it's like all 3JS and whatnot. And actually, even with Next.js, it's terrible with transitions. If you go from one page, you'll see it like flicker. Yeah, it's like janky. It's the most ridiculous security website. I feel like the support is fine. Whatever. We'll advocate for performance and good code. Although swap, like how big is this one? What is the... I think their whole thing is how tiny this thing is. How big is this package? CLI. I know. I actually really loved how this came out. Took forever. I built one similar to this on Webflow once, and it was a huge pain and definitely not recommended. Just because it was so slow. This is using Sanity CMS, which was really fun to use, actually. Because that CMS is really nice. Reminds me a lot of Webflow, actually. Then we got like keyboard shortcuts and whatnot. Yeah, this one was cool. And the goal really is to be able to just have my own little attributes library so I could do stuff like that in Webflow. So it's 3J, I'll need 3JS or React 3 Fiber, and then I'll need this page transition solution. All the animations are going to be using GSAP. I did have IX3 or Webflow interactions, but Webflow interactions is actually super limiting. And I don't know, maybe I was just using it wrong. What is the shortcut key for it? Where is the web? Oh. I gotta just default to this. So the problem with Webflow interactions with GSAP is, especially with Swiper, you can't emit events on new slides. So I have my code emitting an event. So for every active slide, it would like do an animation, it would change. But Webflow's GSAP locks on to the first element that it has and emits that event, and then it'll just continue to emit it on that element, even though the dot active or the data attribute or whatever is jumping from this slide to this slide. It doesn't update it. Couldn't figure out how to resolve that. So I think the animation library is going to be GSAP, and the transition will be view transitions, maybe swap, if I could figure out how big this library is. Just gonna burn through some tokens asking a really stupid question there. Let me find yeah. The real move is to just use CSS. Like that's what I ended up doing for a client site, is just some simple CSS. And actually, like how much code did I even end up using? Is it in there? Maybe I didn't. Oh, I don't have it in there. It's like down here. It's like literally just a couple of lines to do what I want. And for some reason, Webflow's interactions, the GSAP, the timeline, all that, which would have been really nice, and I could have done like some more interesting animations, just wasn't able to target it. Wait, would that button solution play and reset? Oh, interesting. I just wish the emit events just did what it should be, you know, capable of. Like, I built out this entire interaction bridge that I have that allows me to target elements in my slide, put attributes on it, have it emit an event, play the animation. For some reason it just, yeah, Webflow doesn't let you do that. Okay. I got 0 things done in that 20 minutes. And now I gotta hop off, unfortunately. Include two triggers, same one. Smart. Alright, unfortunately I gotta hop off. Thanks for the tip. That button tip is kind of cool. I gotta do that. Gotta try that. Timothy, thank you for all your hard work, as always. You're the best. I hope people stop stealing from you. I saw people are stealing your stuff. It's the worst. Alright, let me at least add interaction bridge. All right, cheers guys. Later.